Hi, my name is Ambreen and today I will show you on how to make karahi chicken. I'll help you make lots and lots of notes and make sure you follow my recipe step by step. Once you have learnt how to make karahi chicken, you'll be a pro in anything you make. It's an amazing dish and it's absolutely delicious, so enjoy. This is what our lovely dish will be looking like. How amazing does that look? Okay, I've cut some onions. I put about 4 medium-sized onions. I've added in some oil. You can add in oil or you can add in ghee. It's entirely up to you. And I've added in some salt to taste. And you just make sure you mix it really well. Okay, I've crushed up some garlic. So I've used a whole bulb of garlic there. And some ginger. So you'd need a very small amount of ginger, not too much. So make sure you crush them in your mortar and pestle. Okay, so you carry on stirring. You can see the colours changing slightly. So make sure you stir it well. Can you see the onions are turning nice and brown? So make sure you keep your wok clean, scraping off all the onions from the sides. And you just keep mixing. Okay, now I've got my chicken all ready. So I'm using 2 baby chickens cut into small pieces. Okay, while the onion is melting, you cut some coriander. Make sure you cut your coriander very fine. I've got my mum helping me today. So make sure you cut it very, very fine. This is what it should be looking like. Get your green chilies ready. So I'll be using 5 green chilies and make sure you slit them through the middle. Okay, you can see the oil is bubbling away, the onions are turning brown, but you would need to make it a lot more browner than that. But it's looking amazing and the smell is amazing too. So you keep mixing it until the onions turn brown. Okay, now you can see how nice and golden the onions look and they smell amazing. So you want your onions a little bit more browner than that. The browner you cook your onions, the browner your curry will look. So you keep mixing it, making sure all the onions are browned evenly. Now at this stage I've added a drop of water. So you mix it and put the lid on it. Okay, now I've added in the chicken. My lovely mama is stirring the chicken. Okay, now you can add in your chilies. So you put chilies according to taste. And you mix it really well. Okay, now you'll be adding in some garlic and then you'll be mixing it. After everything is mixed, you'll be putting the lid on. Okay, I'll be using 5 tomatoes. I've added in my tomatoes. Because my tomatoes were frozen, I had to defrost them in the microwave. That's why they look like that. I normally use fresh tomatoes, so 5 tomatoes should be sufficient. Because these were defrosted, they've got a lot of water in them, so my chicken will be cooking for a little bit longer because the tomatoes are releasing water. If I had used fresh tomatoes, I would have saved 15 minutes of my cooking. But anyway, you've added in your tomatoes and you just keep mixing like that. And this is what it should be looking like so far. As you can see, the tomatoes have all melted and my tomatoes have released a lot of water as well as the chicken. So now what you do, you keep cooking it, stir it, and then you put the lid on it. So the chicken will cook lovely in the water. So make sure you keep the lid off for a little while and then cook it just like that. Here you've got a bird's eye view on what my karahi chicken is looking like. So make sure when you stir it, you really stir it well and you take off all the masala from the sides, because if you don't take it from the sides then you get that burning look and that smell. So make sure you mix it really well. Boy, there was a lot of stirring for this chicken, but I'll tell you what, it's definitely worth it. So put the lid on like this, so it's not fully covered, and let it cook. See, can you see the water has all evaporated? At this stage, the aromas is just amazing. And you just keep stirring and just keep cooking. You can see the curry is thickening up now. So you've got that lovely thick masala now. At this stage, it's entirely up to you how you want to keep, how runny you want your masala. I've added in my ginger now. If you like your curry a little bit runny, you can leave it like this, but cook it a little bit longer until it's a little bit more browner. If you don't like a lot of masala, you can carry on cooking until it's a little bit more drier. Okay, next stage, I'll be adding in my coriander and my green chilies. So I'll mix it all in like this. The colours look so lovely now. So you carry on cooking. Okay, when you are stirring, make sure you take the masala off the sides of the wok like this. You want to have a nice clean wok. You want to get all the flavours into your wok. So can you see the colour is changing now? You're getting that nice ready golden colour. Okay, I've added in a little bit more salt. I needed a bit more salt in my cooking. Look, can you see how lovely it's looking? It's really bubbling up. And you just mix it really slowly. Don't mix it too fast because you don't want to break your chicken. So you mix it really slowly. And when you do use a wooden spoon, make sure you do use a wooden spoon. You don't want to use any metal spoons. Metal will only break the chicken. Use a very thin wooden spoon. At this stage, the aromas is just amazing. Look how divine that looks. It tastes good as well as it looks. Okay, you can just carry on mixing. You can see the chicken's cooking really nicely. Okay, now you can see my chicken is a nice golden colour. So you keep mixing, and now I'll be adding in some garam masala. 1 teaspoon is sufficient. Once you've added that in, you mix it well. You can add in 1 teaspoon or 1.5. It's entirely up to you how your family eats their masala. You put it according to their taste, and you just make sure you mix everything. Okay, you can see the masala has really gone down, and chicken is cooking lovely. You can eat your grey chicken with yogurt, but I prefer a lot of spices in my grey chicken. I like a lot of chilies in it. Grey chicken does taste nice if it is very hot. That's only if you can take the heat. And you just carry on cooking until it's nice and golden brown like this. Okay, now what you're going to do, you're going to mix it one more time and you'll be putting the lid on the wok. Okay, now I've got my lovely sister showing us on how to make a perfectly round roti, chapati. So this is what she's doing, she's making a pera, which is a round dough ball. So she'll make it nice and round to get her chapati round, making sure she's putting plenty of flour on. We've used chapati flour. You can buy your chapati flour from any Asian grocery stores. You can now pick them up from supermarkets. So you need a good few years of experience to get a nice perfectly round chapati. As you can see, my sister has been making chapati for years. And then you're going to be putting it onto the tawa, which is like an iron, which is an iron pan actually. We call it the tawa. So she's taking all the excess flour off the chapati. There you go. Look how perfectly nice round chapati she's made. So you leave it on low heat. While she's doing that, my mum is stirring the chicken. So we'll have nice, hot, warm chicken with our chapati. And there's our chapati being cooked. Okay, so now I'll turn the chapati over. Okay, now I'll be putting my chapati directly onto the gas flame to cook it properly. Right, I'm trying to catch my sister out because she makes her roti round every time she puts it on the tawa. Look how perfect that is. Okay, so my mum is seasoning the roti here. Seasoning means cooking it over the gas. So you can see the roti bubbling up. Make sure when you're seasoning it, you get the edges of the roti seasoned really well, cooked very well. I tell you, this tasted amazing. It was absolutely delicious. You must try this recipe. Okay, that's the end of my video, and I'd like to say a big thank you to my mum and my sister. They helped me create this beautiful video, and I hope you enjoyed the video and it's given you lots and lots of inspirations. Would be lovely to hear nice feedbacks about the video, and make sure you do try my recipe. Thanks for watching. Bye.